Welcome to Muslim Apologetics Australia. Let's listen to what Dr. Shadee Almasry says to the question regarding the emergence of Imam Mahdi. Let's see what he says.
What's going on there? Even though the Muslims are still remaining, could you say that the signs of the hour are slowly approaching?
Well, a lot of the minor signs are visible. Mm-hmm. If you look at the ahadith on the minor signs of Qiyamah, they're almost all of them are there. Mm. We just really never know, to be honest with you. Mm. And the first major sign is Imam Mahdi. Mm-hmm. Imam Mahdi is an obligatory belief on Muslims to have.
Do you think he's born?
Allah knows best, to be honest with you. Now, check this out. I asked Sheikh Ahmed al-Maghili, I said, when someone claims, the day that comes, that someone claims to be the Mahdi, what is the protocol of a Muslim by the Sharia? Do I have to investigate? Do I have to believe in him? What do I do? He replied a very unique response. I didn't expect this. He said that Imam Mahdi comes with the Sharia that we all know. Nothing new. Mm-hmm. Just by virtue of him acting upon it, will become obligatory for us to support him. So we don't have to go and invest. It's not nubuwah. It's not prophet.
Ask him if he speaks Arabic and he says Bismillah.
I am the Mahdi.
Exactly. We don't have. You guys saw that Shia Mahdi claim?
No.
Oh, like this guy with like.
I saw one in Pakistan. There was one.
This guy's got long hair. He got sunglasses and a woolly cap like this. And he claims to be the Mahdi. He's a Shia guy. Some crazy stuff is going on. You wonder if these things are real or psyops, right?
The Trif guy. That's why he's not Mahdi, but
yeah, I saw that guy too. But this guy, but the sheikh said, it's not nubuwah. You don't have to investigate and then make a claim. Yes, I follow, or no, I don't follow. That's for prophethood. For Imam Mahdi, he's going to come with the Sharia just by virtue of knowing the Sharia and seeing what he's doing. It becomes binding for you to support him.
I have to really disagree with Dr. Shadee Almasry's very simplistic approach to this. So his claim is, when Imam Mahdi comes, he's going to come with the Sharia and this is going to be enough. You don't need to investigate. This is going to be enough for you to follow him. Yani, sometimes it really, really, really bothers me because it's like they ignore the fact that we live in the age of information, we live in the age of skepticism, and all he could say is he will come with Sharia and that's it. You don't question it, you just follow it. And it boggles my mind because these are the same folks that would preach that there are different variations and interpretations to Sharia law. So if Imam Mahdi came and implemented the hudud, do you think that these followers who are actually the followers of Yasir Ghadi, do you think they're going to follow Imam Mahdi if he came with traditional version of Sharia law? Do you think they're going to follow it? Or are they going to call him ISIS or Al-Qaeda? Or are they going to say this has a Wahabi interpretation of Islam? Right? So it's not, it doesn't, I mean, he tries to simplify it to say, oh, look, don't question it, you just follow it. But I think the Shadee Almasry followers and the followers Yasir Ghadi and a lot of these westernized Muslims who follow these modern shuyukh, I think they're going to question Imam Mahdi. And if the so-called Imam Mahdi comes with a traditional view of Sharia, I don't think they're going to accept him to be the Mahdi. I don't think they're going to accept it. So would there be a rebel? Would there be will they go against him? Yes, and I think there's actual. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but if I could recall my memory, I can vividly remember that when Imam Mahdi comes, his followers will still be a very small minority group. In fact, what I'm saying has a lot of legitimacy. Even according to the hadith, it says that the first group that will try and attack Imam Mahdi, that an expedition, I think from Mecca to Medina between Syria, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but they will come to confront Imam Mahdi and the earth will swallow them up. The earth will swallow them up. And Allah will not ever forgive them for their sins. So this is according to the hadith tradition. So when Shadee Almasry says, when he comes, my sheikh said he'll come with Sharia and, you just accept, you don't have to question. Come on. Like, we live in an age of skepticism. We live in an age of disunity among Muslims. We can't even agree upon now, unfortunately, the Sharia. Unfortunately, we can't. You have many different scholars, many different alims who are giving a spin on the Sharia. What does it mean? What it doesn't mean? What is Sharia? What is not Sharia? So, I don't understand how he could turn around and say, well, it's just, my sheikh said he will come with Sharia and we just accept it. I don't think it's as simple as he put it. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. And what is even more peculiar about this, that if you go to the hadith, and this Almasry quotes this, he says that the Imam Mahdi, he will actually be from Saudi Arabia. He will come from the lineage of the Prophet ﷺ. So he'll be in Medina, right? And who is in Medina today? All the Wahhabis, right? All the Wahhabis. But in their minds, you know what they say? And this is how they think. Honestly, this is how they think. They're like, oh yeah, he can be from Saudi Arabia, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a Wahhabist, because according to the hadith, he's going to first fight. Most of his fight will be against the hypocrites, right? So in their mind, what they actually think is that this person that is in Medina among all the Wahhabis, right? He's going to somehow be enlightened by Allah and he's going to fight all of those Wahhabis. Right? He's going to fight against all those Wahhabis and all those hypocrites, right? And he's going to come out and he's going to follow the true version of Sharia law, not the Wahhabi version of Sharia law, right? This is literally what they think in their head. Right? Instead of saying, hey, maybe Imam Mahdi is going to be on the theology of the Wahhabis, right? And the hypocrites are actually those Saudis who sit on all that royalty and all that money and all that gold and all that wealth and all that deviance, where they associate themselves with the Yahud and the Jews, the ones that close their eyes and see their brothers and sisters get massacred. Instead of fighting those hypocrites, right? No. He's really gonna fight the Wahhabis. This is probably what they actually think. Wallah. So, and imagine when that doesn't happen. And he actually sides, Imam Mahdi actually sides with the Wahhabi scholars in Saudi Arabia, then can you imagine people like the Yasir Qadhi Almasry movement? Do you think they're going to accept this Mahdi? No chance. No chance in the world. Yasir Qadhi, who his whole mission is to fight against Salafism, Wahabism. They call it extreme version of Islam, extreme version of Sharia law. And this isn't something that they hide. They plain view, they literally say this openly, right? So yeah, I don't buy into this, Almasry. When the Imam Mahdi comes, you'll see Sharia and you'll see its implication and your heart will tell you to accept him. It's not, you don't need to investigate. No, again, it's not as simplistic as that. And you will see that the Muslims, and they will actually fight. The first group will fight against Imam Mahdi. Of course. And then you'll have the Western media going after Imam Mahdi. And the Western media saying, whoever supports Imam Mahdi, we're going to close their social media accounts. We're going to arrest them. We're going to, we're going to put them in jail. We're going to cancel their visas. Right? We're going to shut them down, right? Anyone who speaks up are going to get oppressed, right? Anyone who supports Imam Mahdi is going to get oppressed. And so what do you think a lot of these Muslims are going to do, the ones who have sold their lives to Westernism, right? Because they're going to have the fear of death, they're going to have the love of the dunya. What do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to side with the West. Yeah. I think this Imam Mahdi, he does have views. I do believe he does have views of Al-Qaeda and ISIS mentality, or, he's going to have these extreme views, right? And so they're going to turn against Imam Mahdi, right? And so, and then of course, you're going to have the West putting pressure on and saying, do you condemn this terrorist organization? Do you condemn Imam Mahdi and his black flags? Interesting that he's going to come from, a group's going to come from Khorasan as well, and they're going to have their black flags. Who does that resemble? So you got Imam Mahdi coming from Medina. He's going to have the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Muhammad, he's going to have the appearance, he's going to have the black beard. They're going to have the black flags, right? They're going to implement the Sharia. And mind you, the West is already banning black flags, right? So who are they going to resemble? They're going to resemble the Al-Qaeda or the ISIS. This is what they're going to resemble. And in the media, it's going to be identified this is a terrorist organization. And that's why even in the hadith, it says, this is what it says, that there's going to be so much oppression that if you can get to the Imam Mahdi, if he is to crawl on thin ice, get to him. Because why? They're going to close all the borders. They're going to cancel all the visas. So for Almasry to say, you just accept him. You got to pledge your allegiance to him. And if you don't pledge your allegiance to him, Allah's not going to forgive you on the day of judgment. Are these Muslims really going to pledge allegiance to what is going to be named a terrorist organization? No, wallah. They're going to tell Musa, they're going to do exactly what they did to Musa. They're going to say to Musa alayhi salam, Musa's going to say, look, I'm ready. We're about to fight Pharaoh. He gathered the whole Muslims to go fight the Pharaoh. And what did they say to Pharaoh? You and your Allah go fight it. You and your Allah go fight it. So wallahi, they are going to do exactly verbatim. Exactly. They're going to do what they did to Musa. They're going to do it to Imam Mahdi. They're going to say, you and your Allah go fight. And this is why only a small minority is going to conquer the rest of the world. They're going to join Imam Mahdi. They're going to conquer the rest of the world. Now, you may turn around and say, oh, how is that even possible? How is that even? It is possible. And it's going to happen. Because I believe there's going to be divine intervention. How did Allah destroy the Romans, who were the most powerful at the time? How did Allah sent angels? So it's going to have divine implications.